Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to Cricket Happenings, and we are going to look at two games today. One is Graeme Swann, the new captain of England, would be a very happy man because on the first match itself against West Indies, in fact they gave a real thrashing to West Indies by actually having a 10 wicket victory, which is probably the first time that England has done it. So they got a 10 wicket victory with Alex Hales on debut scoring a 50, which I'll be talking about. So West Indies are absolutely no match for England. I'll be talking about that. And the next match that will become a very exciting match. In fact, I'm going to start off with that because this was a match which was very exciting. It went down to the wire, and I am going to tell you what exactly happened. This is the match in the Champions League 2020, which was played at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore, and Royal Challengers Bangalore lost this match by 3 wickets, but the pendulum really kept on swinging. Sometimes it was Royal Challengers, sometimes you felt the Warriors was going to win, but finally Warriors were the ones who clinched it by a 3 wicket margin. Well, Royal Challengers Bangalore were the ones who took strike, and yesterday I was talking about Chris Gayle. Well, Chris Gayle definitely entertained the crowd briefly with a very hard-hitting knock of 23 of just 14 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 sixes. One six coming of the bowling of Sotsobe, the other one coming of the very good bowler who normally bowls well, but today was a bit costly, even though he was really the most successful bowler. 3 overs, no more than 29 runs and 4 wickets. His name is Yuan Theron. Mayank Agarwal went early. He was gone for a duck. Other than that, Virat Kohli contributed 34 of 29 balls with 4 fours. AB de Villiers made 31 of 25 balls with 1 fours and 2 sixes. Manoj Tiwari, there were some good contributions coming into the middle order, like Virat Kohli making 34 of 29 balls, 4 fours. AB de Villiers made 31 of 25 balls, 1 four and 2 sixes. Saurabh Tiwari cracked 28 of just 15 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 sixes. And Mohammad Kaif, who actually surprised. In fact, when he came and the crowd were booing him because for 4 balls he had blocked the deliveries, and Mohammad Kaif is predominantly a very defensive player, but today he really unleashed some very good, 2 good sixes. He made 26 of 20 balls, 1 4 and 2 sixes, and 172 was the scoreline for the Royal Challengers for 8 wickets of their 20 overs. Bowling, Sotsobe was 1 for 31. Yuan Theron, the most successful bowler, 3 overs, 4 for 29. Wayne Parnell, 1 for 32. Juan Botha, in fact, showed some very good fielding. He took a very good catch when Gayle was gone. It was a brilliant catch. He had 4 overs, 1 for 36. The captain of the Warriors team, Nicky Boye, 4 overs, 1 for 25, and Smuts bowled 2 overs for 16. Warriors chasing 172 at a rate of 8.60 runs per over. They started with Ashwell Prince and Smuts opening the batting. Smuts was out for 12 of 14 balls with 1 6. Prince was the highest scorer with 74, but in between when Prince was actually playing, and Prince was also something, Ashwell Prince, one knows that he's quite a very good test batsman, and he plays according to the demands of the game. But today what he did was Ashley Prince really showed some very good strokes. He not only played some orthodox strokes, he also hit some good sixes. In fact, his innings he was the highest scorer with 74 of just 55 deliveries, 6 fours and 3 sixes in that knock. Colin Ingram contributed 15 of 8 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Boucher was out for 1, Cruz was out for 6. But everything, I'm going to take you to the crescendo, what really happened there. And this was the score at that time. The score, in fact, they lost Ashley Prince at 155. And with the score, that was the 19th over. So I'm going to recollect the tale for you in the 19th over. So we are in the 19th over here in this match, and Warriors were requiring 19 runs required from the last 12 balls, and Mithun picked up the wicket of Prince. Prince was the one who was really staying there, but Prince was gone. Cotnans bowled Mithun for 74, and then Tyson stroked a 4 of the 4th delivery of that over. And in fact, Abhimanyu Mithun picked up Tyson's wicket as he was caught by de Villiers, and in entered Nicky Boye, and Nicky Boye struck the last ball from Mithun for a maximum. So that was a 6, and 19 overs, and Warriors were 166 for 7, and 7 more runs were required from just 6 deliveries. The bowler was Arvind, who was bowling to to Botha, and Botha for first two balls were all dot balls. There were no runs, and the third delivery that Arvind bowled to Botha, well, that was a slower delivery, and Johan Botha was gone. So three balls, no run, and one wicket gone, and another five and another 7 runs still to get. So it was like a very, very tricky thing. It could have gone either way. Nicky Boye came in and picked up a single, and Parnell came on to strike. And Parnell, of the fifth delivery from Arvind, actually struck a boundary over deep mid, through the gap between deep mid wicket and deep square leg. And finally, there was 2 needed of the last ball, and Parnell actually struck it away and ran for the couple, and that was set. In fact, the Warriors had beaten Royal Challengers Bangalore. But what an exciting game. It was so exciting that it went down really to the wire. And I think the crowd really had their value for money at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Abhimanyu Mithun was very, very guilty, I would say. His fielding was absolutely dismal. He dropped 2 catches, he misfielded, he didn't relay the throw properly. But well, that's it. 173 for 7. It was Wayne Parnell who struck the winning run, not out on 6 of 2 balls with 1-4. A very exciting match here at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Gale 4 overs cost him 43. Arvind 2 for 32. Nanas none for 31. Daniel Vittori bowled 2 for 26, was the most economical. 2 overs 1 for 15 for Syed Mohammad, and Abhimanyu Mithun 2 overs no maiden, 2 for 25. And I can only say one thing: Abhimanyu Mithun, the medium pace bowler, has to improve his fielding. It's very, very important because he was really guilty of giving away too many runs. Now, the next match that I'm going to talk about is Graeme Swann's induction as the new captain of the England team, and England could have not celebrated any better. Graeme Swann would be the most happiest man. In fact, West Indies started off in very attacking fashion. They had the new opener. They had the 3 debutants either side today. Johnny Bairstow, Stephen Finn and Ben Stokes for England made their debut. Bernard Charles, the opener, and Devin Christian, the wicketkeeper from West Indies, made their debut. West Indies made 125 all out. They started off in very, very aggressive fashion with Johnson, Charles and Dwayne Smith in 3 overs, rattling runs very, very quickly. They were going at the rate of 10 to 11 runs per over, with Bresnan's 2 overs costing him 26, 2 overs for 16 for Stephen Finn, Charles contributing 36 of 39 balls, 3 fours and 1 6, and Dwayne Smith contributing a hard-hitting, quick-fire 33 of 21 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. Everyone hit sixes in that. Marlon Samuels got a beauty of a delivery, clean ball by Swann for 4. Danza Hayat made 28 of 26 balls, 1 4 and 2 sixes. So that was the time. 97 for 3 at one stage for West Indies. In the 14th over, they succumbed to Ravi Bopara, was the man of the match today, picking up the best ever figures by an English bowler in 2020 cricket. Ravi Bopara, 3.4 overs, no maiden, 4 for 10. He really turned the tide there. And that's it, 125 all out for the West Indies. They really succumbed from 97 for 3. They were all out for 125. So 8, I would say, only 28 runs added, and they lost all the remaining wickets, and that was it. So West Indies 125 all out. The bowling figures, well, I can only say about Ravi Bopara: 3.4 overs, no maiden, 10 runs and 4 wickets, giving him the man of the match. And as far as England were concerned, it was a walk in the park as Alex Hales coming in and really flaying the bowling today. He allowed no one to, in fact, Edwards was hit out of the line, Andrew Russell was hit out of the line, Dan Sammy was also handled very well, and Alex Hale played some very good strokes to be not out on 62 of 48 balls, 8 fours and 1 6, his first 50 in 2020 international cricket. Craig Keysweeter at the other end was not out on 58 of 49 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. As I said, it's a walk in the park for England with a 10-wicket victory over West Indies in the first 2020 match, and the match was over in the 15.2 overs. And the bowling figures: Sammy 3 overs cost him 20, Fiddle Edwards 2 overs went for 25, Andre Russell 2 overs none for 21, Devendra Bishu was the most economical and bowled excellently, 4 overs none for 28, 2 overs for 12 runs for Barnwell. Bonner bowled 2 overs for 18 and 2 balls for Dwayne Smith, which went away for 4 runs. But what a moment for Graeme Swann in England. Graeme Swann in his first first 2020 international as the captain of the England team has got a victory under his belt now, and Ravi Bopara, man of the match. So a lot of things happening for England here, a lot of records being set, but I think Graeme Swann will be the most happiest man today after England beat West Indies. So now the focus shifts on to the second 2020 match, and one has to see whether West Indies can extract revenge in the second match, which would be played on 25th of September, and that should bring in a real good crowd because that is going to be played on a Sunday. Well, other than that, I don't have anything else to. One thing I would like to say here that Dinesh Ramadhan has been drafted in the squad, in the West Indies squad for Bangladesh. Chris Gale does not find a place in the team, and also the New Zealand team was announced today for Zimbabwe, and the New Zealand team which has been announced, they have. I mean, it does not have a lot of surprises, but there are some changes. There are a lot of new blokes actually coming in. I don't have time right now to cover that. So sorry about that. I wouldn't be able to get into that. I would have to end up my cricket report, but as I said, Royal Challengers Bangalore today losing the match, but what a match at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Real excitement. Excitement is at fever pitch, and that's what 2020 cricket is all about. So today was the real match in this Champions League 2020, the first real exciting match happening here at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, and England being victorious over West Indies in fine style with a 10-wicket victory in the first 2020 international at the Oval. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.